Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to another edition of Quick Different Television. Okay, today we're going to do Pythagorean Theorem word problems. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's the first one. Copy it down right here. I copied it down in my notes. You got to have it down in your notes because you're going to probably do this for your study guide. You need to have the problem and the work rather than just the work. And if you just have the work, you know what the hell it is. So you got to connect both the problem to the work. So write it down in your notes right now. Cool. Here it is. Here's my notes with the title. The bottom of a ladder must be placed 3 feet from a wall. The ladder is 12 feet long. How far above the ground does the ladder touch the wall? Okay, so this requires a picture. So anytime you see something like this, most geometry questions without a picture, you got to draw a picture. So here's my wall and here's my ladder. There you go. And then guess what it forms? Yeah, a right triangle right here, right? There's a right triangle. Okay, then I read the problem again. The bottom of a ladder must be placed 3 feet from the wall. So the bottom of the ladder is here. Here's the wall. So 3 feet from the wall. So this is 3 feet right here. Okay. The ladder is 12 feet long. So here's the ladder. It's 12 feet long. Okay. How far above the ground does the ladder touch the wall? So how above the ground is here. So this is going to be X. Okay, so now am I finding a leg or am I finding a hypotenuse? Yeah, I'm finding the leg. So this is A, this is B, hypotenuse is here, this is C. So I'm going to go X squared plus 3 squared equals hypotenuse squared, 12 squared. Whoop! X squared plus 9 equals 144. Cool, what do I do now? Yeah, subtract 9. Subtract 9. X squared equals 144 minus 9 is 135. Can I simplify this? Oh, square root both sides, sorry, square root both sides. Can I simplify this? Does any perfect square go into 135? Nope. So I'm going to leave it like that. So I can figure out from the calculator. It's about 11.6 feet high. So it's about 11.6 feet high right here. And that makes sense because the hypotenuse has got to be the biggest side, so it's less than 12. We got it. Woo! All right, next one. Copy it down. Number 2. If you don't like my handwriting, boom, here's number 2 right here. Okay. Let's do it. Soccer field. It's a rectangle. All right. Here's your soccer field. 90 meters wide and 120 meters long. So 90 meters wide, 120 meters long. I could put 120 here, 90 here, doesn't matter. Rectangle, the opposite sides are congruent. The coach asked the players to run from one corner diagonally across the field to the other corner. Okay. So we're going like this. Or we could be going like this, it doesn't matter. Okay. So these are all right angles here, aren't they? Because it's a rectangle, rectangles are all right angles. So I can use this triangle, I can use that triangle, it doesn't matter. But this is going to be C, this is the hypotenuse of this right triangle, let's say. And these are the legs. So 90 squared plus 120 squared equals C squared, which is the distance that the players are running. Okay, so 90 squared is 8,100. 120 squared is 14,400 equals C squared. Add them up. 22,500 equals C squared. Square root it. And that is 150. So C equals 150 meters. And that makes sense because that's the hypotenuse that is bigger than both legs. Okay. now you try. Here's one for you to do. Number 3. How far from the base of the house do you need to place a 15-foot, that's foot, that little apostrophe means foot, 15-foot ladder so that it exactly reaches the top of a 12-foot wall? Do number 3 right now. Go. All right, let's see what we got. Notice I wrote the problem down. Make sure you wrote the problem down. How far from the base of the house do you need to put a 15-foot ladder? Okay. House if you want, whatever. Let's put a wall. Here's the ladder leaning up against it, right? Most of them just follow this pattern. So, right angle. So the ladder is 15 feet, and so that it exactly reaches the top of a 12-foot wall. So the top of a 12-foot wall, this is it. How far from the base? Base means bottom of the house do you need to put the ladder. How far from the base? So that's x in this case, right here. This is x. Okay. So this is a leg. So it's going to be leg squared plus leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. So x squared plus 144 equals 225 minus 144. X squared equals 181. What number times itself is 81? That would be 9. So you got to be 9 feet away from the base. Hopefully you got 9 for this one. Great job. Okay, let's try this one. Number 4, your turn. What is the length of the diagonal of a 10 centimeter by 15 centimeter rectangle? Go. Woo, let's try. Okay. Notice I wrote the problem down. Okay. So rectangle or triangle? Let's see. Rectangle. I don't know why I wrote triangle. That's silly. Rectangle. 10 by 15. So the longer side is going to be 15, that's going to be 10. Okay, the diagonal looks like that, or it could look like that, it doesn't matter. And so I'm looking for the hypotenuse. So it's going to be 10 squared plus 15 squared equals c squared. 100 plus 225 equals c squared, which is 325 equals c squared. Square root. Does any perfect square go in here? I think 25, right? 5 times 5. 325 divided by 25 is 13. Okay. So 25 times 13. 25 times 13. Sorry, 25 times 13 is 325. So what am I doing? I'm simplifying the radical, right? I notice that this ends in 25. I'm thinking about quarters. And so this is going to be square root of 25 is 5. I don't know what the square root of 13 is, so I'm going to leave it like that. And there you go. 5 radical 13 is that. If you want to know what the answer is, see if it does double check. It's about 18.03, which is more than those two. Got it. Nice job. Move on to the practice. Good work.